Hi, welcome to Trade Gang. Today we discuss how to select a stock or equity by using fundamental and technical analysis. So firstly, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe. And if you like the content, hit the like button and share. Today's clip is about how we can select a stock or equity. So speaking about investor terms, we choose a long-term investment plan in the stock market, and if you are already invested, we can also teach you how to exit with profits, risk management, position sizing, making average, and how diversified should be in further videos. So we take an example of any random stock and choose which type of industry you are looking at, what the vision is, and how scalable it is. So I picked up a auto ancillary sector, and it is JK Tire. We have an application called Screener, Ticker Tape, and Business Standard.to view their financial statements and potential growth. Here we can use this for our fundamentals and data collection. So right now I'm using Screener. If you're comfortable to buy its premium for more information like companies' new agreements, deals, and investment extra. So the stock price, or we can also call it a security price, is 415. This was at the date of March 22nd, and it was recorded, but I did not upload it on time, so I made delay on this. It's okay. Here we need to understand the concept how we can select this type of stock is good to buy or not. So the price is 415, and the market cap of this company is 10,828 crores. In this, all valuations and digits are in crores, and this is high and low of the stock price. Its PE is 15. The PE is called as price-to-earning ratio, which says the current price of a share and current shares outstanding, or we can call it as outsiders and insiders of the company members. That is the total number of shares issued by a company. So we had a formula for that. So the PE value is good between 11 to 22, where it says the stock is an undervalued and you can invest in their company shares, and it is an investable asset. So the book value, it simply says that the higher book value represents a better booking of the security price or stock price. And here we talk about the dividend yield. So what is yield? It says that the property or asset is cost for 1 crore. We can say whether the property is worth to purchase or not by calculating the 4% yield ratio. Example, the property worth is 1 crore and generating rent about 4% yield, or produces interest income of 4% for that 1 crore worth asset. It is a good investment, and more than 4%, it's a very good investment to purchase. So here dividend yield represents the sum of money paid by the company in annual or quarter. It depends on the company's sales, production, and growth. We can see its formula here. The shares we purchased, and they paid dividends per share in the period of March 18. So here an example, we can see how much it paid, 4.76%. The dividend is very profitable to your investment in shares, and also it has taxation cuts. It depends on the firm. Here we will discuss ROCE. It means return on capital employed. Here we can see a formula. It says earnings before interest and tax by total assets minus current liabilities. So here is an example, the operating profit before interest and tax by capital employed multiplied by 100%. So here we get 20% of ROCE. The ROCE is to be higher in value, which shows a good and healthy buying asset of any company. ROE represents return on equity, and here we can see a formula, that net or annual income by shareholders' equity, which says how profitability and efficiently it generates those profits for its shareholders. Here we discuss face value, which simply represents its face value. Here example, the number of shares is 1, its face value is 250, and its price 250. Same as 25 shares, and its face value of 10 and price of 250. So here we can understand this. If there is good news about a company in any aspect, they will increases their company's value or face value. It is worth to be high in value. Here we can see the chart for 1 year. Its high value is around 533 in February, and also we can see its PE is 22. It went up high in February period, so right now is at 15 PE level, which means it is set to be in buying state. So it says clear indication to buy in signals, and with a quick analysis of pros and cons. Pros, maintaining healthy dividend payouts, and cons are less book value and decreasing of promoters, because the buyers are sold their stock at high peak levels, and again it get into buying state. And peers we can see here comparatively, which we can analyze individually. And we talk about their quarterly results, where sales are maintained at good numbers and expenses too. Operating profit is 550 and the OPM operating profit margin is 15%. It's good, and other income is also good and positive, which is 8, and good at decreasing their interest rate, and the depreciation, which indicates the long-term value of an asset, which is increasing its value year on year. So it is good to be considered. And here we can see net profit before tax and after tax. They are quite positive and good in profit numbers. Here EPS is increased, means shareholders are earning well on this. Talking about profit and loss, sales increased and expenses decreased compared to last year, and it stands high in sales. Operating profit is good, other income also increased to positive 48. Depreciation increased and EPS is 28.95, stands at high all-time. That's the reason people left by taking profits on this firm. Maintaining healthy dividend payouts of 19%. Here we can see compound sales growth is high in the third year, which is 19% and 12% in 5 years, and compounded profit growth. TTM, trailing 12 months, is 225% comparatively higher than its sales. And CAGR represents compound annual growth rate on a yearly basis is 168%. Giving an average return on equity is 9%. So the balance sheet provides the total number of assets and the total number of liabilities, and there is no negative in here. It's running well. Talking about cash flow, the cash operating activity was positive in 2023 March of 1224 crore, and the profit investing activity was negative. Overall net cash flow is 79, and it has increased from the past 4 years. Here we talk about ratios, which are debtor days, which measure how quickly cash is being collected from debtors, and inventory days, which measure how long a product is in storage before being sold. ROCE is 11% in the year 2023. And we see how the shareholding patterns that promoters have been reduced for September to December. A quarter period we have seen a lot of buyers selling their shares at a good profit, and the FIIs are foreign institutional investors they have entered, and there's an increasing percentage we can see in the last quarter of 12%. DIIs are domestic players where they are local players. Example: mutual funds, banking and financial companies extra, and there is no government involved in investment, and public were reduced compared to quarterly because they have taken a good profit and moved. So now there is a chance to buy this type of shared. So quickly coming to technical part, we can see the chart with MACD tool. Here we can see in 30-minute time frame, the support level is in between 400 and 380, so the stock came down because of selling pressure. Recently we had discussed in fundamentals. So there's a buying chance of the share, and we also see EMA that it formed a crossover, so it's a good sign to buy. It is in consolidation moment, which means it is in sideways moment, where we can have chance of buyer's moment. And in short time frame 5-minute, here we can see head and shoulder patterns, which says the stock is changing its direction toward upward moment by making a retest on it. So here today's value of the share price is 432, where it is increased by 2%. So this is how a stock or particular security has to be selected in your portfolio. So this say how we can select a stock or equity by using fundamental and technical analysis. So today's video is taken long, so if there's any concept you had a doubt, make comment below, and I think I covered enough things in it. For more technical analysis you can watch my previous videos in description. So if you think my concept is really useful, please subscribe, and if you like it, go with the like button. If you think it is informative, you can share it with your gang and hit the bell icon to get notified of the new content on stock market.